Hello and welcome to Rebound, the quick-fire test of knowledge and nerve. 6 contestants are about to battle it out for the chance to win thousands of pounds. But they won't just have to beat each other, they'll also have to beat this. The rebound bar. Our players need to answer correctly to rebound the bar back at their opponents and knock them out of the game. Let's see who's stepping up to the bar today.
Hello, I'm Victoria. I'm a primary school teacher from Nottingham.
I'm Hemel. I'm a financial analyst from Buckinghamshire.
I'm Tricia. I'm a retired dentist and I'm from Bristol.
I'm Jack and I'm a bar manager from Wolverhampton.
I'm Stephen, a social worker from Kingston upon Hull.
I'm Hattie and I'm a performing arts student from Redditch.
Welcome all of you and good luck. Let's kick things off with round 1. It's fast cash. This round is all about our players boosting their bank balance. Every question is worth £500. They'll have the time it takes for the bar to rebound back along the runway to lock in the correct answer. The faster they answer, the more money they'll earn. Whoever banks the most will have the advantage in the next round. Get ready to make some fast cash. Start the bar. Which of these comedy catchphrases was heard on TV first? Get ready for the rebound. Computer says no. Am I bothered? I don't believe it. Suits you, sir. Which of those was heard on TV first? OK, you're all locked in. Let's see what you chose. Quite a lot of agreement there. Suits you, sir. Hattie?
Well, I didn't think it was Am I Bothered or Computer Says No, so it was out of the other two, so went with D. OK.
Stephen, though, you didn't. You went for I don't believe it.
Yeah, Richard Wilson. I'm sure it's something like the late 70s.
Victoria, you went for Suits you, sir.
Yeah, it's the only catchphrase I haven't heard, and I'm just imagining it comes from Are You Being Served? So I thought, let's go for that one. That's the oldest as far as I know.
Well, let's see what the correct answer is. It is I don't believe it. I don't believe it was from One Foot in the Grave in 1990. So, Stephen and Tricia, you got it right, but how quick were you and how much cash did you bank? Well done, Stephen. You got the most with £179. Next question. Start the bar. Which is the heaviest primate? Get ready for the rebound. Bonobo, chimpanzee, baboon or orangutan? We're looking for the heaviest primate out of those 4. Someone locked in really late there. If you get it right, you won't have much cash. Let's see what you chose. Hemel, you chose orangutan. Are you confident with that?
Yes. I think the orangutan is probably the second heaviest ape.
OK. And Jack, you went for orangutan as well?
I did. I thought... I've never heard of a bonobo. And then the other 2 I thought were quite small, and so the orangutan I know is quite large.
And you've heard of a bonobo?
No, I haven't heard of a bonobo. I think it's a gorilla.
Let's see what the correct answer is. It's an orangutan, so well done to Jack, Tricia, Hemel and Victoria. You all got it right, but who was the fastest and who banked the most amount of cash? Well done, Hemel. You got £337. Tricia, you locked in late and you got £4. Well, every little helps, I suppose. Next question. Start the bar. In which of these sports would a standard match last longest? Here's the rebound. Football, rugby, basketball or ice hockey? Which of those has the longest matches in it? You're all locked in. Let's see what you chose. Lots of agreement there, apart from with Victoria. You went for basketball.
Yeah, I'm probably very wrong. I just thought basketball was divided into 4 parts, so I thought those 4 added together might be longer than one long.
And Hattie, you play a bit of sport, don't you?
I play American football.
Ah, OK. For who?
I play it for my university team.
Oh, so you play lots of matches, do you?
No, we haven't done any matches so far, but hopefully next year we'll get some going.
And you went for football. You confident with that answer?
Maybe. I'm not 100% sure on basketball, but hopefully.
Let's see what the correct answer is. It is football, so well done to Hattie, Stephen, Jack, Tricia and Hemel. You all got it right. Who was the fastest? Who banked the most amount of cash? Hemel, you got the most with £349. Next question. Start the bar. Which boy band has had the most UK #1 singles? Here's the rebound. Boyzone, Westlife, Take That or One Direction? Which one has had the most UK #1 singles? You're all locked in. Let's see what you chose. Hattie, you went for Westlife.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that answer now. It might have been Take That. Not sure.
You like your boy bands?
They're okay. I've seen One Direction twice. I'm ashamed to admit, but...
Victoria, you went for Take That. Big fan?
They were really big when I was a teenager, when I was growing up, and I actually really enjoy them more now than I think I ever did then. It's real nostalgia putting a bit of their music on.
And Hemel, the way you're smiling, I've got a feeling you're a Boyzone fan. You chose Boyzone.
Well, my wife is Irish, and I thought it'd be one of the Irish groups, and I went for Boyzone rather than Westlife. I'm not so sure now.
Well, let's see what the correct answer is. Yes, it is Westlife, so well done to Hattie, Stephen and Jack. You got it right, but who was the fastest? Jack, you were the quickest, and you earned £317. Westlife had 14 number ones, Take That 12, Boyzone 6, and One Direction 4. Last question, last chance in this round to win some money. Start the bar. Which of these works of Charles Dickens contains the fewest words? Here comes that rebound. Great Expectations, Hard Times, Oliver Twist, A Christmas Carol. Which contains the fewest words? Let's see what you locked in. Oh, wow, a full house. All in agreement, A Christmas Carol. Jack, why?
Well, when I was a little bit younger, I was partial to a little bit of drama. And I was in Oliver Twist and I was in A Christmas Carol. The other two, I'm not sure whether they've been adapted into plays, so I figured the other two would be shorter, and I just went for one of the two. OK, well, you agree with everyone else. Stephen, you're also A Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol. Every Christmas that I watch it, it doesn't take too long to watch. It's A Christmas Carol, it is.
Well, let's see if you're either all right or you're either all wrong. Let's have a look. Yeah, the answer is A Christmas Carol. So well done to all of you. But who was the fastest and who bagged the most amount of cash? Stephen with £341. Well done to you. It's the end of Fast Cash, so you know what we do? We have a look at the leaderboard. Let's see who's out in front. Hemel, you're in third place with £1,013. Stephen, you've got £1,104, but out in front is Jack with £1,175. Well done to you. You're in the lead as we head into our next round. Get set for battle. It's time to go head-to-head. In this round, players will go head-to-head answering questions to stop the bar from hitting them. Get a question right and the bar rebounds hard and fast back at their opponent. Get it wrong or answer too slowly and their opponent wins. Only 3 players will remain in the game. Jack, you've earned the most so far with £1,175, so you get to play first. Come and join me. Now, Jack, your friends say you like to be the centre of attention. Is that true?
Yeah, you could say that. I've always worked in jobs where I've needed to be. I've worked as a rep abroad. I've worked behind bars, so you kind of needed to be. So I carry that into my social life, maybe a little bit too much.
Well, you're going to have to share the limelight in Rebound because you're going to have to pick your opponent for the first head-to-head. Who's it going to be? Have a look at them. We'll show you the leaderboard as well because this could help. Remember, if you win, you steal their cash. So you go for someone who's earned a lot of cash or someone a little bit lower down the leaderboard who may be easier to beat. Who's it going to be? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking the top 4 are all very close, so there seems like a similar amount of ability there. I think I'm going to go for Hattie.
Why Hattie?
I just think our subject knowledge may be in very different areas, so I'm hoping the subjects will come up that I know and hopefully she doesn't.
Hattie, you sighed, you shut your eyes a bit there.
Yeah.
Are you worried?
No, bring it on, Jack, bring it on.
You could steal his money, remember?
Yeah, I can.
Jack, Hattie, step up to the bar. Now, Jack, you have the advantage of being in control of the game to start with, so you get to choose the first category. What's it going to be? Puddings or circus acts?
Very ambiguous.
You like your puddings?
I love my puddings. I've got a real sweet tooth. I think, based upon the fact that I've never been to the circus, I'm going to go for puddings. OK, puddings it is. Would you have chosen that, Hattie?
Yeah, I think I would have chosen puddings as well.
OK, we'll show you some anagrams of traditional British puddings. Just tell me the answer. You each have 3 lives. Lose those lives and you will be going home. You can only answer the question when the bar is in your half. The bar will be heading to you, Hattie. Here's your first pudding. Start the bar.
Crumble.
Trifle.
Banoffee pie.
Spotted Dick.
Eton Mess, it is.
Oh,
You made a mess of that one, Hattie, I'm afraid.
I did.
You're down to 2 lives, but never mind, you can always bounce back. Now, Jack, you're in control again. What's the next category going to be? Buildings or boxes?
Another tricky one. I like my sport, but I'm not really into boxing. If my dad was watching, he'd probably force me to go for boxing. I don't know what buildings could be. I'm going to go for buildings, I think.
Because if you went for boxing and you got it wrong, your dad would be...
Quite possibly.
He'd be after you, wouldn't he, with the boxing gloves? So buildings it is. Hattie?
Both are pretty horrific, but I think I would have gone for buildings as well.
You're going to see famous tall buildings. I want you to tell me their names. The bar's heading to you again, Hattie. Here's your first tall building. Start the bar. Empire State Building.
It's the one with King Kong, and I couldn't think of the name.
Oh, it was just
Yeah,
tip
it was
of
on
your
my
tongue, wasn't it?
Oh, well.
Oh, you're down to 1 life. You've got to think fast, Hattie. Was the bar putting the pressure on you as it got closer?
Yeah, a little bit.
OK,
Oh, well.
come on now, Hattie.
I can do this.
You can fight back. Jack, feels good, doesn't it?
It does. We're not there yet. There's still 1 more to go, so we'll see. But it feels good for now.
Well, you get to choose the next category. An important decision, this. UK postcodes or 20th century novels?
My worldwide geography tends to be quite good. Not so sure about the UK, but I'm going to go for UK postcodes.
Why is that?
Just because I've got a far better chance of getting those right than getting 20th century novels.
And did Hattie's abilities come into that at all? Did you think maybe she wouldn't get postcodes?
Well, possibly she didn't get the Empire State Building, so I'm thinking if it's to do with geography, I maybe have an upper hand.
Ooh, he's having a bit of a pop, Hattie.
He is. Well, bring it on, Jack.
Bring it on.
We'll show you some postcodes. I simply want the name of the town or city where they are located. 1 life now, Hattie. This is it. You've got to win now, or you're going home. The bar's heading to you again, Hattie. Here's your first postcode. Start the bar.
Manchester.
Oxford.
It's Newcastle
No.
upon Tyne, Hattie.
Of course it is.
Congratulations, Jack.
Thank you.
You've won our first head-to-head.
Thank you.
There's a big smile on your face. I'm afraid, Hattie, you've lost your last life. And to make matters worse, you lose all your money. All that money that you had, £906, goes right across to Jack. Look at that, Jack.
Amazing.
Building up. £2,081. Congratulations. We're going to see you in the next round. Hattie, I'm afraid you've been beaten by the bar. Stephen, with £1,104, you'll be playing next. Come and join me. Now, Stephen, you're going to have to pick your opponent to get through to the next round. Have a look at them. And we'll show you the leaderboard as well, because this could help. Remember, if you choose someone with a lot of cash, you get to steal that cash if you beat them. But someone lower down, maybe Trisha, there's not so much cash to earn. Choose wisely, because this is an important decision for you. Find out who Stephen's taking on in our next head-to-head after this. Welcome back to Rebound. Before the break, Jack won our first head-to-head, but who'll join him in the next round? Right, Stephen, you've had a chance to think. Who are you going to pick?
I'm being a bit chicken, and I think Trisha was a little bit nervous in the first round, so I'm hoping that continues.
What do you say to that, Trisha?
We'll see.
She's keeping her cards
Yeah,
close to
close
her
to her
chest. Trisha, Stephen, step up to the bar. Now, Stephen, you're in control of the game. You get to choose the first category. What's it going to be? Websites or dinosaurs?
Websites.
Why is that?
Oh, well, I don't know much about dinosaurs. I've look at the internet every now and again, so websites it is.
OK. Would you have chosen that, Trisha?
No.
You would have gone for dinosaurs, would you?
I am one.
Oh, don't be silly. We're going to see the names of some of the most popular websites in the UK with some letters missing. I want you to tell me the names. You each have 3 lives. Lose those lives and you will be going home. You can only answer the question when the bar is in your half. The bar will be heading to you, Trisha. Here's your first website. Start the bar.
Wikipedia.
YouTube.
Facebook.
Google.
Amazon.
eBay. Oh, Stephen. And Trisha, the silent assassin, you did really well
Not so much
there.
of a dinosaur, maybe.
Maybe not. A website expert and you're in control of the game. You get to choose the next category. What's it going to be? All the threes or decimals? What do you think all the threes could be?
I'll go for all the threes because I'm curious. I don't know.
We'll find out, won't we? Stephen, would you have chosen that?
Like Tricia says, curious.
Well, let's go for it and find out. Up will flash some maths questions, all containing the number 3. All I need you to do is tell me the answers. The bar's heading to you, Stephen, this time. Here's your first question. Start the bar.
9,
6.
99.
It's 36. Got a bit bamboozled when the bar was heading towards you.
I think it was times, yeah, sorry.
Oh, Stephen, you've lost another life.
I'm
You're down
hanging
to
on,
one life.
just.
You're hanging on, you're still in there, and there's always time to come back. Trisha, though, wow, you're in control of this game. You've still got 3 lives. You get to choose the next category. What's it going to be? Last Orders or Stephen King?
It'll have to be Last Orders.
OK, why's that?
Stephen King is a little bit of a closed book.
OK, Last Orders it is. Would you have chosen that, Stephen?
Well, I know 1 or 2 Stephen King's movies, but Last Orders, is it something to do with alcohol, maybe?
I'll tell you now. Here are some anagrams of things you might order in a pub. Just tell us what they are. The bar's heading to you again, Stephen. Here's your first anagram. Start the bar.
Lager,
Rum.
bitter,
Shandy.
Stout. And you're out.
I'm not a drinker, sadly.
Oh, no. Well done, Trisha. You've won our second head-to-head.
Yes.
You're smiling now. Stephen, I'm afraid you've lost your last
I'll be
life.
drowning my sorrows tonight.
You certainly will, with stout, bitter, maybe a bit
You
of
name
rum
it,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
Oh, Stephen, it's game over. And to make matters worse, you lose all your money. You had £1,104. This is going to be good, Trisha. Have a look at this as it all goes across. And a mighty steal for you, £1,507. He thought you were easy prey. You certainly weren't. You were the silent assassin and you've got all this money. Congratulations. We're going to see you in the next round. I'm afraid, Stephen, you've been beaten by the bar. So, Hemel and Victoria, that leaves you to battle it out for the last spot. Step up to the bar. Now, Victoria, after you left school, you went on a very special gap year, didn't you?
I did. I set off for a year and I had such a wonderful, wonderful time that one year became 11.
11?
It was a rather long gap year, yes.
And where did you go?
I went to over 80 countries in total, but mainly Southeast Asia and the Caribbean.
So geography questions will be good for you.
I'd like to say yes, but Hemel is going to be a really, really strong opponent.
Yeah, Hemel's in control of the game. And Hemel, you get to choose the first category. What's it going to be? Airports or F1 circuits?
Right, interesting. Airports, I'm sure that Victoria's probably been in most of the world's airports. I'll try Formula 1 circuits.
OK.
I'm not a Formula 1 fan, per se, but I know a little bit about the cars.
And would you have chosen that, Victoria?
No, I'd have gone for airports, but my brother used to work on Formula 1, so I'm crossing my fingers that I listen to him at times.
Hemel's shaking. He's a bit worried. You're about to see a list of circuits that have been used in Formula 1. Simply tell me in which country they are located. You each have 3 lives. Lose those lives and you'll be going home. You can only answer the question when the bar is in your half. The bar's heading to you, Victoria, this time. Here's your first circuit. Start the bar.
England.
Spain.
China.
USA.
Holland.
It's Germany.
Oh.
Victoria, it means you lose a life.
I do.
You're down to 2 lives. It's not good.
I thought Germany was so obvious. I thought, let's go for Holland.
Well, you went for Holland. You got it wrong.
I did.
But there's still plenty of time to fight back in this game. Hemel, choose us the next category. Rear of the Year, quiz and game show hosts.
Rear of the Year is not something which I'll probably keep track of. So I'll try quiz and game show hosts.
Would you have chosen that, Victoria?
I think I would, yes.
Good on your quizzes?
Not terribly, but rear of the year, other than trying to inspire me to lose weight, I wouldn't have a clue.
You're about to see images of different game show hosts. You need to tell me their names. The bar's heading to you again, Victoria. Here's your first host. Start the bar.
Chris Tarrant,
Philip Schofield.
Davina McCaw,
Anne Robinson.
Bob Monkhouse,
Bradley Walsh.
Vernon Kay.
Don't know.
Sue Barker. Oh, no. You're down to 2 lives. What a rally, though. That was a great rally. And Sue Barker presents Wimbledon. And that felt like a game of tennis at Wimbledon. I've got to say, it was brilliant. Back and forth. And Victoria came out on top. So you're down to 2 lives, Hemel. And you're in control of the game. How does that feel?
No, it's exciting.
You get to choose the next category. What's it going to be? Reptiles or abbreviations? What are you thinking, Victoria?
I don't know, because I'm thinking naturally I'd want abbreviations, but I think Hemel will be super at that. I still think I'll go abbreviations, please.
And would you have chosen that, Hemel?
Don't know. I'd much preferred reptiles.
OK, you're about to see some phrases commonly abbreviated on the internet. All you have to do is fill in the blanks. The bar's heading to you, Hemel. Start the bar.
Loud.
Time.
Oh.
On.
By the way.
Oh, of course.
You're down to 1 life.
Yes.
You lost control of the game as well.
I did. That's hopeless, isn't it?
You had it, and in a flash, Hemel snatched it away from you. So, Hemel, you're in control again. What's our next category going to be? Fabric or footwear?
I wouldn't consider myself a fashion aficionado, so, I don't know. I wear shoes, so I'll try footwear.
A little grin from Victoria there. You like your fashion?
Well, I'm just hoping I might get lucky with this round.
OK. We'll show you some anagrams of different footwear. Tell me what they are. You have 1 life, so it'll be good if you can get this right. Because if you don't, you're going home, Victoria. This time, the bar's heading to you, Victoria. Here's your first item of footwear. Start the bar.
Flip-flop.
Wellington boots.
Dock shoe. Deck shoe.
Ah, Victoria, you said dock shoe. We have to accept your first answer. It's deck shoe, so it means you lose your last life. Well done, Hemel, though. You've won our 3rd head-to-head. You're into the next round. Congratulations. Victoria, it gets even more painful, I'm afraid, because you lose all your money. You had £502. That all goes across to Hemel. Have a look at that, Hemel. That feels nice, doesn't it? £1,515. Congratulations, Hemel.
Thank you.
We're going to see you in the next round. Victoria, you've been beaten by the bar. So just 3 players remain, Trisha, Hemel and Jack. But who's got what it takes to stay in the game? See you after this. Welcome back to Rebound. Hemel, Trisha and Jack have fought off the competition, but only one of them can make it into the final. Our players now have one last chance to boost their bank balances. It's fast cash. This time the stakes are even higher. Each question is now worth £1,000. But more money also means more speed, as the bar will be rebounding faster towards you. So lock in fast. The player who banks the most will have an advantage in the next round. Fingers at the ready. Start the bar. Which of these indie bands was formed first? Get ready for the rebound. The Cure, The Smith, The Jam, The Clash. Which of those was formed first? You've all locked in your answers. Let's see what you chose. Trisha, you went for The Jam. Why is that?
I just remember them from the past. I'm hoping that they were the first.
Jack, do you like your bands?
Yeah, I like the music of all of them. Something in the back of my mind is triggering the Smiths for me. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought I'd go for it.
And Hemel, you went for The Clash.
Yeah, again, something triggering in the back of my mind. I was stuck between The Jam and The Clash, and I thought I'd go with The Clash.
You've all gone on your instinct, haven't you? Let's see whose instinct is right. The answer is... it's The Jam. So well done, Trisha. But how fast were you, and how much cash did you bank? £517. Well done, Trisha. Next question. Start the bar. The surface of which of these planets is the hottest? You know what's going to happen next. The rebound. Mars, Venus, Earth or Uranus? Which of these planets has the hottest surface? You're all locked in. Let's see what you chose. Tricia, you went for Uranus.
Yes, on reflection, that's probably wrong.
Why do you think that?
Because it's farther out from the sun, I think I should have chosen one closer.
Hemel?
Astronomy is something which I kind of followed a little bit when I was a child. I know that Venus has basically got a greenhouse effect gone mad, so I'm thinking it's Venus.
And Jack, you're in agreement.
Yeah, I think it's closer to the sun than all of the others, I think.
OK, the correct answer is... It is Venus. The order is Venus, the hottest, followed by Earth, Mars and Uranus. So, well done to Jack and Hemel. Let's see who was the fastest and who banked the most amount of cash. Well done to Hemel. Really quick, lightning quick, £782 coming your way. Next question. Start the bar. Who has won the most World Snooker Championships? Here comes the rebound. Stephen Hendry, Steve Davis, Ronnie O'Sullivan or Jimmy White? Who has won the most World Snooker Championships out of those four? You've locked in your answers. Let's see what you chose. All in agreement with Ronnie O'Sullivan. Do you play snooker, Hemel?
No, not since university.
Do you watch snooker?
So from time to time, if an interesting match is on, but I don't really follow it that well. The one player that I know is consistently being great is Ronnie O'Sullivan, so that's why I went with him.
Jack?
Similar kind of mentality to Hemel. I'm not really a snooker fan at all. The closest I've seen is a pool table in the pub. So Ronnie O'Sullivan, as Hemel said, is the one that I've heard of the most.
Tricia, you've surprised me through the whole of this show. You're going to tell me you play snooker, are you?
No.
No? You like
I
snooker?
just know he's called the Rocket and very well known in snooker, but...
Let's see if you're right. The correct answer is... It isn't Ronnie the Rocket, it's Stephen Hendry. Stephen Hendry with 7, Steve Davis with 6, Ronnie O'Sullivan with 5, and Jimmy White with none. Well, you've missed out on a chance to win some cash. Next question. Start the bar. Which of these would buy you the most in pounds sterling? Here comes the rebound. Indian rupees, Mexican pesos, New Zealand dollars, Brazilian reals. Which of those would buy you the most in pounds sterling? You locked in? Jack, you don't look that happy. Let's see what you chose. You went for Mexican pesos? Convinced or not?
Thinking about it now, I'm not too convinced. I've just come back from working in Mexico, so my instincts took it, but I think I may be wrong now.
Tricia, you went for Brazilian reals.
I did, but Brazil is an up-and-coming economy, but they've had a lot of problems, so I'm not sure.
Well, Hemel, you should get this right because of your job.
I will be ridiculed at work if I get this one wrong. I'm a financial analyst.
Oh, well, you better get it right. Let's see what the correct answer is. No ridicule for you, Hemel. It is New Zealand dollars. Well done to you. How fast were you and how much cash did you bank? £428. Well done. This is the last chance now to bank some cash in fast cash. Next question. Start the bar. Which of these is the fastest pace for a horse? You know what's going to happen. The rebound. Walk, canter, gallop, trot. Which of those is the fastest pace for a horse? All locked in pretty quickly. Jack, you're smiling. Let's see what you locked in. All in agreement with the gallop. Happy with that, Jack?
Yeah, I think so. The others are pretty slow, I think.
Yeah,
Gallop.
you ride horses?
No, I've never been on a horse in my life.
Hemel, you ride horses?
I don't ride horses, but I read a fair amount of literature involving knights and dragons and things, and tend to be gallops when they're charging, so...
Yeah. And Tricia, same sort of logic? Or have you ridden a horse?
My son has, but I just know gallop is the fastest.
Let's see if you're right. Yes, you are right. It is a gallop. But who was the fastest? Who galloped through and banked themselves the most amount of cash? Well done, Jack. £829 coming your way. So that's the end of fast cash. Let's see who's banked the most amount of money. Here's the leaderboard. Tricia, you've got £2,706. Jack, £3,373. But out in front, it's Hemel with £3,398. But remember, only one of them can make it into the rebound final. And we're about to find out who. Let's play Stop the Bar. In this round, Hemel, Tricia and Jack each have their own bar. Each player's bar is determined to reach them and knock them out of the game. To stop it, they'll need to think fast and lock in the correct answer as quickly as possible. Each time a player gives a wrong answer, their bar will move 3 seconds closer to them. Starting positions will be determined by how much money they've banked so far. Set the bars. Trisha, because you banked the least amount of money so far, your bar will be starting 4 seconds closer to you. Jack, you're in second place, so your bar is starting 2 seconds closer to you. And Hemel, you've banked the most so far, so this means you have the advantage of the full length of the runway to stop the bar. This is the decider. Good luck. Which of these is the correct answer? John Wayne, John Hurt, John Travolta. Start the bars. Oh, Trisha, you took a while locking in. Let's see what you locked in. We were looking for which actor was known as the Duke. You've all gone for John Wayne. Trisha, you took your time, but are you happy with your answer?
Yes, yes. Yeah. I knew the answer. I'm just not very quick.
Hemel, why did you go for John Wayne?
I seem to recall that he was known as the Duke in Hollywood, so yeah, that's what I went for.
OK, let's see what the correct answer is. Yes, it is the Duke. You're all safe for the time being. Next question. Which of these is the correct answer? BZ, BL, BR. Start the bars. You're all locked in. We were looking for which of these is the country code top-level domain used in Brazil. This is what you locked in. All in agreement again. You've all gone for BR. Jack?
Yeah, I couldn't think of any other countries that BR could be, whereas the other two I could possibly think of alternatives, so that's why I went for it.
And Hemel?
I think it's the ISO country code for Brazil, so that's what I went for.
OK, let's see what the correct answer is. It is BR. Well done. You're all safe for the time being. Next question. Which of these is the correct answer? Cabbage, lentil, bean. Start the bars. You're all locked in. We were looking for haricot is a type of what? This is what you chose. Trisha, you went for lentil. Why is that?
I did it on the spur of the moment, and I questioned my result.
OK, Hemel, you went for bean.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure haricot is a type of bean.
OK, let's see what the correct answer is. Yes, it is a bean. Well done to Hemel and Jack, but Trisha, this isn't good news for you, I'm afraid. We're going to have to move your bar. Ooh. Edging closer to the danger zone. Next question. Which of these is the correct answer? Esther, Kelly, O'Connor. Start the bar. You're all locked in. We were looking for which actor starred in the 1954 musical Brigadoon. This is what you chose. Hemel, you went for O'Connor. Why is that?
I've never heard of the film Brigadoon, but I don't recall... I know Kelly and Esther, and I don't recall ever hearing about them in a film called Brigadoon. Probably very loose logic, but it's a try.
Jack, you don't agree with him. You went for Kelly.
No, it's a bit before my time, I'm afraid. Again, I've heard of Kelly and Esther and not the latter, so it was one of the two.
Trisha, you really need this to be right, don't you? Because you're slipping away from the others.
I do.
Do you think you've got it right?
I hope so.
Kelly, your logic behind
Gene
that?
Kelly. In lots of musicals. I hope so.
OK, well, let's see what the correct answer is. Yes, it is, Kelly. Well done to Trisha and Jack. You got it right. You're safe for the time being. Hemel, unfamiliar territory for you. You're getting it wrong. We're going to have to move your bar. Ooh, closing in. This gap is getting tighter. You need to try and keep some distance here. Next question. Which of these is the correct answer? Bang, pluck, blow. Start the bars. You're all locked in. We were looking for what should a string player do with their instrument if the musical notation indicates pizzicato? Here's what you chose. Trisha, pizzicato means pluck, you think?
Yes, I think so.
Jack, do you play a musical instrument?
No. I know that my little sister plays guitar, though, and if it's anything to do with that, then my head's going to be on a plate when I get home.
Emil, you went for pluck as well as Trisha.
I thought pluck would be the obvious choice.
OK, the correct answer is... It is pluck. Jack, we're going to have to move the bar. Oof. So now, Hemel, you're in a comfortable position.
wouldn't
Jack,
say comfortable.
you're slipping closer to the
I am.
danger zone.
Yeah.
Next question. Which of these is the correct answer? Othello, Hamlet, or Macbeth? Start the bars. We were looking for which board game, also known as a reversi, shares its name with a Shakespearean play. Here's what you chose. Hemel, Othello.
I've never played it, but I've seen it in one of those board game sets. I recalled the name, so hence I just went for that.
And Jack, you did as well?
Yeah, I remember you got the board game consortiums when I was really, really little, and I'm sure there was an Othello in there somewhere.
And you're not in agreement, Trisha.
No.
Hamlet.
No,
How do you feel about that?
very bad.
Now, you need to get this right, don't you? Because getting a question wrong now at this stage could be
Yes.
fatal.
Yes.
Let's see what the correct answer is. It's Othello. So congratulations to Hemel and Jack. You got it right, but Trisha, this is going to be painful.
Yes.
We're going to have to move your bar. Oh, you're out of time. You're out of the game.
Yes.
You've been beaten by the bar. Which leaves Jack and Hemel left in Rebound, and you are neck and neck. This is going to be gripping stuff. Who will make it through to the final? Find out right after this. Welcome back to Rebound, where Hemel and Jack are fighting it out for the chance to play for thousands of pounds in the final. But first, they've got to stop their bars. Next question. Which of these is the correct answer? Steve Martin, Bill Murray, Chevy Chase. Start the bars. We were looking for the film Lost in Translation stars which actor in the role of an aging actor who stays at a Tokyo hotel. This is what you locked in. Hemel, you went for Bill Murray?
I've not seen the film, but I seem to recall the posters and the adverts, and I think it's Bill Murray.
And you think it's Steve Martin, Jack?
Yeah, I've not seen the film either. It was a stab in the dark more than anything. I hope it's right.
The correct answer is? It's Bill Murray. I'm afraid, Jack, you got it wrong. Well done, Hemel. You're safe for the time being. Jack, we're going to have to move your bar. Oh. That's a big chunk out of the space you had left, isn't it?
It
You're
is.
edging closer to that danger zone. You've got to be quick. You've got to be right. Next question. Which of these is the correct answer? Score, tithe, or brace? Start the bars. We were looking for which of these is another way of saying two of something. Here's what you locked in. Ah, difference in opinion. Hemel, you went for tithe.
Yeah, I'm starting to question my judgment in going for that.
You feeling under pressure?
A little bit, yes.
Jack, you said brace.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the answer's brace. I'd be about 95%.
Okay. The correct answer is? It is brace. So well done, Jack. You got it right. You're safe for the time being. This is getting interesting. Hemel, I'm going to have to move your bar. Oh, back to neck and neck. Not much space on the runway. This is going to be a fight to the last now. One of you will make it to the final. One of you will be going home. Get your fingers on the buzzers. Here's the next question. Which of these is the correct answer? Hurdy-gurdy, hiya, waka waka. Start the bars. Locked in really quickly. But did you lock in correctly? We were looking for, on The Muppet Show, which of these was Fozzie Bear's catchphrase? Here's what you chose. Ooh, Hemel, you went for hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah, it's a Muppets catchphrase. I think it might not be Fozzie Bear. It might be the Swedish Chef. Again, brain playing tricks on you when you're in this situation.
Okay. You don't need this to be wrong, do you?
No, I don't.
Jack,
It was more of speed is of the essence than anything to try and lock it in.
changing your strategy now just to
Yeah.
stay in the game. Maybe panicking?
A little.
This is probably the closest stop the bar that we have ever had. Sadly, one of you will be going home soon. The correct answer is... it's neither of those. It's waka waka. This is going to be very interesting. How are you feeling, Hemel?
Incredibly nervous.
Jack,
The pressure's on, isn't it?
move the bars. Oh, Hemel. You've been beaten by a nanosecond, literally an inch on the runway.
Yep.
I'm afraid you're out of time. You've been beaten by the bar. Jack, you're one of the luckiest men alive. Congratulations, you're the last player standing. You're in our Rebound final. And not only that, Jack, you get to steal Trisha and Hemmel's money. You had £3,373. Have a look at this. What a feeling. And you're now playing for £9,477 in the final. What are you going to do with it if you win?
Well, I've recently been working abroad. I'd like to take that money and gloat to a few friends that are still there and tell them about the money that I've won, ideally. I'd also like to take a couple of members of my family away because it's been a while since they've had a holiday.
Well, good luck. You're in the final. Let's find out if Jack can beat the bar. Now, Jack, there are 15 steps between you and the finish line, and you taking home that £9,477 today. You just need to reach that finish line before the bar rebounds back and catches you. With every correct answer, you move one step closer to victory and that £9,477. But the bar is determined to hunt you down, and if it reaches you at any time, it's game over. Beat the bar and make it all the way to the end, and you'll walk away with the cash. Is that clear?
Yeah, it's crystal.
Each set of 5 steps you have to clear comes with a choice of category. Let's take a look at our first 2 categories. Literature or TV?
I just don't read books, unless it's Harry Potter, which I read when I was younger, which is taking a stab. I'm going to have to go for TV.
You had a sigh there.
Yeah. There could have been better subjects.
The bar will start moving once I've read the first question, and it will only freeze once you've given me 5 correct answers. Are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
Here are your TV questions. In 2010, which mode of transport crashed into Coronation Street?
A train.
Tram. In which UK country is Game of Thrones mainly filmed?
England.
Northern Ireland. Saran Jones won a BAFTA in 2016 for which BBC drama?
Pass.
Dr. Foster. What is the name of Kevin Spacey's character in House of Cards?
Pass.
Frank Underwood. What is the surname of Ant from the TV partnership Ant and Dec?
McPartlin.
Who replaced Carol Vorderman on Countdown?
Rachel Riley.
Which TV weatherman is remembered for misreporting the Great Storm of 1987?
Pass.
Michael Fish. Which comedian is the main presenter of Channel 4's The Last Leg?
Pass.
Adam Hills. Which comedy character's van featured the legend New York Paris Peckham?
Pass.
Del Boy. Alicia Florrick is the main... Oh, no, Jack. A disaster.
Absolutely.
It was completely the wrong category for you, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
totally.
Oh, I'm sorry to see that.
I didn't know them. TV was the wrong category.
Yeah, and how did it feel as the bar worked its way down the runway?
Just adds, especially when you don't move forward that much, you just know that as soon as it rebounds, it's going to hit you.
And the longer it goes on, the more you think, I should be here, but I'm there.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, well, I'm happy that I've got this far.
The money slipped through your fingers, but you've been a great contestant.
Thank
Have
you.
you enjoyed it?
I've had an amazing day. I've met some brilliant people.
Well, bad luck, Jack, this time. That's it for today. Make sure you join us when 6 more contestants try to beat the bar. Will they do it? Find out next time on Rebound. Goodbye.